Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Frontiers of Eberron, Quickstone. This is episode 5 of Cults and Cattle. Let's pull back the curtain and introduce our cast. To my right, and we will go clockwise. That's you, Sheila.
Hi, that's me. I'm on the right. I didn't just have to check my right and the left and then realize that Michael didn't have anybody on the left. So that's me. I'm Idly, and I'll be playing Sheila, your barbarian who also doesn't know her left from her right and still has her immortal enemy, the color purple.
All right, next up.
Well, hey, howdy, y'all. My name is Simite, and I'm playing Tobias, the wizard. One Slinger, rough and tumble fella, if ever there was one.
And I guess that's me next. Hey everyone, how y'all doing? My name is Blackwell, your everyman in the TTRPG D&D verse here on the interwebs. I am playing as Geras, your Warforged bard with a mysterious past, maybe? Guess we're gonna figure that out some point or sometime.
And I guess that takes it to me. Hi, I'm Lady Lily, and I'm Lady Lily everywhere. Officially, as I said, I am officially a lady. I will be playing Adelaide Wendy today, who is just a damaged little rogue.
All right. Last time on Frontiers of Eberron Quickstone. A search for survivors in the dust-choked Quickstone quarry quickly turns strange. Amidst hastily abandoned tools, Adelaide uncovered a cache of healing potions belonging to a House Jarasco medic just before her sharp ears picked up a faint cry for help emanating from a deep, freshly opened sinkhole. Tobias illuminated its depths with a blast of magical fire revealing strange, unnatural walls, while Sheila's keen eyes discovered the truth etched in the dirt. The heavy, clawed tracks of gargoyles leading into the darkness. Following the ominous trail, the party descended, their stealthy approach leading them to a hidden arena-like chamber and a horrifying sight. A sinister cult of hooded figures swayed and chanted around a captive woman, preparing her for a sacrificial ritual. Presiding over the grim ceremony was their leader, the very same gargoyle that Tobias saw flee the scene of the lightning rail attack. Meanwhile, back in Quickstone, a different kind of chaos erupted. A mysterious cow in the Crown Tavern, baffling innkeeper Brogan Hull, appeared. After a failed attempt at intimidation by Adelaide, Sheila took a more direct approach, mounting the beast like a rodeo champion. The situation spiraled when Adelaide's dagger poke sent the placid animal on a rampage, earning the party a stern ultimatum: solve the bovine crisis or be banned until sunset. Now poised on the edge of a deadly fight in the middle of a bizarre farce, our heroes were split between two unfolding crises. However, it was only one that they were able to establish a conclusion, one with an unfortunate grim ending, with only one survivor. The other one with a cow running around a tavern. So we're going to roll right now a group animal handling check with Sheila, Tobias, and Adelaide. As Geras, you are indisposed at the moment.
Four. I don't do animals.
That's a natural one from Sheila for a total of 6.
I'm excited to roll on the page as a christening, so this should be fun.
Yeah,
See
we're
what I
rolling
get.
good.
Is this a bad time to
I
let
got a
y'all know
12.
that
I got a 12.
This is a bad time to let
Well-
y'all know that I have animal handling and speak with animals.
I have
It's too bad
I
you're not
have
there.
animal handling so bad.
Like I
One time.
specifically took that. I have animal handling and speak with animals and another thing that deals with animal friendship.
Mm, if only. If only you had been there. Well, the next morning, you awaken bruised and tired and very sore from the multiple hits of a bucking cow and damaged tables, glasses, and some unfortunate run-ins with the roustabouts who blamed you for the really rough ending to that night that they all had to deal with. And in that morning, of which you can all mark as long rest, the the unfortunate side effects are more so of your pride being hurt more than anything. Brogan didn't really follow up on his word saying that you would be banned. It was more so of a threat that apparently his wife always says that Brogan throws around if he doesn't get his way, because he really doesn't want to lose customers. And especially with folk like you doing the kind of work that he knows you'll be doing, he certainly doesn't want to lose customers as exclusive as you are with connections that you have. Now, Gyrus, we're going to go to you real quick. You have been at the home of Old Man Hemlock, the town's handyman, for the most part, who you brought the bullet that you found to him just the other day, but then decided curiosity got the best of you, and the two of you decided to investigate it even further to find out why this adamantine bullet, carved with the House Cannith symbol on it, was so alluring to you. If you could, please roll for me a history check or an arcana check, whichever you'd like. I will be able to see it. Well, no, you're not in ours, but just let me know what you rolled.
You said arcana or history?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's see where this goes. Ugh. Rolling digital dice today, so this is gonna be fun. Ooh, 17.
17, not bad. So, Hemlock works with you, and you're going over all of the engravings in that adamantine bullet, and you notice the certain stylings, and like any particular bullet, when it's fired, it kind of leaves a groove out of it like a fingerprint. And that can be traced through, the original firing mechanism. And what's strange about this is that it does look like it had been fired recently, but if you were to try to find the weapon that it had been fired from, you know that according to the work that you and Hemlock were able to discover, that firearm hasn't existed since the beginning of the last war, which was over 100 years ago. And yet this looks like a freshly fired piece of artillery.
I think Gyrus would flip the bullet, or like, have you when you have something between your fingers and you're examining it, like looking at it all around the place. I think he would do that, as they would say, Now, how in the world did someone get their hands on you and the weapon that you are associated with? You shouldn't be existing at all.
Hemlock looks at you, and you said that this just sort of appeared to you in front of you on the train here?
Yeah, there was like a weird magical surge of some sort, like a weird feeling I got. And then it just materialized in front of me and fell on the ground. No one was there. It just appeared. Plink, 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 plink.
It is very strange. None of your friends are involved in any sort of, wild magic, are they?
I mean, Tobias is some sort of like wizard of some degree or caliber. Sheila talks to plants.
Yeah.
Adelaide drinks, so I don't think they have any magical prowess. So no, this is something totally different.
Strange little anomaly you've got there.
Strange indeed. Tell me, where would I find the right bullet, like the right weapon to fire this kind of thing?
Oh, well, you'd have to go all the way back east to Sharn. Yeah, all in the Tower City, they'd have all fancy old weapons there. You know, House Cannett's got their station there. As far as I know, they got the old stockpile back in some sort of museum. Never been myself, but I hear a lot of the people talking about it that come and go in this town. Especially all them, the fancy salesmen and representing them. Oh yeah, all the ones that talk about that.
Going back east
Long
doesn't
ways
seem
from
like.
here, though.
Yeah, long way. Seems like we're at a dead end with this at the moment then. Or
Well,
maybe something else weird might happen.
how about this? Since your friends are over doing the job for the magistrate and the sheriff at the moment, I'll throw in a tune-up for you on the house.
I much appreciate that. Like, I most definitely need one.
And for the remainder of the time of what happened on their mission, he basically just kind of spruces you up, which would be your explanation as to getting to level 4. He, at the time, at the end of your mission, had invited you back to his home where Geras was in stasis, as that's how Warforged essentially sleep. There is no real sleeping for them. And with the three of you reconvening, is that where you're going, or will there be something else before that?
Tobias would have woken up 4 hours earlier than all of them because he only has to sleep 4 hours to get a long rest. And he would be sleeping on the roof, so he would just fly down from the roof, kind of, break the solid stone that he was in and just fly down. And he's just going to walk to town in the morning, the wee hours when there's no one around, and see if there's spots anything interesting.
This time, the early hours of the day, you can roll perception.
Super good at it. Actually, 17.
Not bad. In the wee hours of the morning, nothing more at this time of day than people getting ready for those coming in town and those waking up to get out of town. The morning shift of going into the mines that you saw at the tents, a lot of the kobolds that you spoke to, prepping for their next routine, the overnight crew having left early due to everybody having to leave from the dangerous work that was called off, and why you went in the first place to go find cash. And unfortunately, Seth did not survive. They are kind of all just giving heads up and safety warnings to everybody that's in there or that will be going in there. There seems to be talks of like cleanup crews. The lightning rail station has people waiting to have them pick them up. Others are probably going to be coming into town, and more shops and fronts are waiting for those who are going to be maybe there for a week, maybe there for a couple of days. Who knows? It's a town of ins and outs, and the locals are the ones who run the whole place, waiting for them to either hopefully spend their money and keep the businesses afloat, or at least just keep the town in one piece.
After walking around for about an hour and paying attention to the lower town, his eyes, anyone watching will see his eyes roll into the back of his head, and he enters the vision of something far off on the cliffside, on the top of it, and looking through its vision and seeing what it sees, he looks at his wife and just makes sure she's okay.
You hear the clanging of a hammer on metal, and it stops for a moment as you hear a voice just look up at you. Nice view up there, ain't it?
The hawk, which he is looking through, his familiar, will just kind of caw at him. Who is this person? Do I know them?
You see a shifter, blacksmith, just kind of looking around, just taking a, gander at everything. But you think he may have clocked you sending out your familiar.
Okay. So Missy is my hawk is just going to take off and fly around. My wife is fine?
Yeah, still in the same place.
Great. I don't want people to think that she's tethered to anyone, so she's just a normal animal, as far as I want anyone to know. So her being noticed by a person, she'll take off like an animal would.
Missy flies off as the blacksmith goes back to work. Sheila and Adelaide, you more than likely are able to catch up with Tobias. Sheila, for some reason, your little friend is a little bit gabby today, as it is just going.
Really? You don't say.
Oh
Oh my goodness. Well, we best get to it though, because I have a feeling they're gonna be mighty grumpy if we just, talk all day. Yeah.
So tell us what that conversation was about.
I think Sheila was not fully paying attention because she was probably a little
You know
sad
what?
about the
Roll a nature check.
cat. Nature. A 10, which is better than
Yeah,
the
you
animal
are
handling.
definitely obliging this conversation. You're like kind of just still thinking about that cow and how you wished you were still able to tame it.
Imagine if we were able to ride it. It'd be so great. No one would mess with us.
Adelaide, you end up seeing that Sheila is still wistfully thinking about her failure.
Just
Once you
staring out a
catch up.
window, full Disney princess, like longing in her eyes.
Alu kind of look over. And she'd clock it as she's taking out her flask and just like unscrewing it and taking an extra long swig. She's not feeling too hot herself this morning. But she kind of looks over at Sheila and is like, please tell me you're not pining after the cow.
Imagine if I was riding the cow. How cool that would be.
Is this a scaled thing? A number I have to choose between 1 and something?
It can be whatever metric you want. I think it'd be a 14.
For you, I think it would be 2,500. And she just takes
Oh my
another
goodness.
long swig.
Oh my
I
goodness.
personally not a fan of cows. Unless, I can have them a little bloody. Don't look at me like you've never eaten steak.
I have, but not one that I wanted to ride.
That would put a damper on it, wouldn't it?
It would. It really would. And it was so cute. Did you see its like little ears? It was like,
It was hard to see when it tried to kick me in the face. I did stab it, but it did try to kick me in the face.
yeah, being stabbed usually will make people want to kick you in the face. Whether they can or not is beyond most people.
I've been
including cows.
stabbed. I did eventually stab that person somewhere, not the face, but
Yeah.
no.
See, that's just your version of being an angry cow who kicks people, who stab them.
I should have more sympathy for the cow then.
At this point, a half-elven woman in modest garb, who you do recognize. You have seen her alongside Brogan. This is Vesper, the wife of Brogan. She is in her vestments for getting ready to have a morning prayer meeting at the church for the sovereign host. She sees the two of you and she goes, "Oh, well, how are you two doing today? I'm feeling a little better."
Again, is this a question on a metric? Do I have to answer what between 1 and a number?
It's just I look out for the people that live here. It's kind of my thing.
Oh, bless your sweetheart for that. As she takes another, like the last of what's left in her flask. I need to
Oh,
refill.
no, the blessings are provided by the sovereign host. I just pass them along. Which, by the way, there's no pressure. The door's always open if you ever want to just join a session for us and sit alongside and hear some stories and talk about things. Sheila, you don't have to raise your hand if we're in a conversation.
No, I'm just wistfully staring out a window, touching it.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why we were. I figured you were looking out, but
She's pining.
it's about the cow, isn't it?
It would have been so cool.
We still didn't figure out where it came from.
It would have
It
been a
came from the
magic cow.
gods.
Magic cow.
That is no. I did not pray for a cow. I would never pray for a cow in my husband's line of work. Well,
Maybe it was meant to be
you two,
sustenance.
Well, I hope that today is just a calm and uneventful day for the most part. Everyone
That
can
Yes,
use
it
one of
is.
those every now and then.
Oh
That
yes, the
sounds
day where
awful.
a day with just my thoughts. What the soul needs. I need a refill. And she's trying to like, where can I get more to put in this flask?
Uh, so you topped yourself off at the Crown, uh, and it only costs a few copper. Uh, and eventually, the three of you find yourselves at Old Man Hemlock's little shack at the on the border of town, where you see Geras is just chatting along with Hemlock, who is relating some stories about the one time that he went to the city of Towers, also known as Sharn. And then, wouldn't you know it, I found myself on one of those, skiffs. But what they don't tell you is which direction it's going when. So I thought I'm going to the upper city. I step right on. I'm looking in that
Hello?
direction, and then we go backwards.
Anybody in here? Hello?
I think Geras.
Oh, friends.
Hey! How you doing, old man?
Sorry, what was that, Geras?
I think Geras, as Hemlock was talking, the moment he would hear Tobias's voice, would be like, look, we have more company. And he would be the first to go to open the door. But I assume as soon as he gets up to the door, is Tobias like slamming his way through, or is the door already
Nope.
open?
Nope. He's a perfect gentleman. He'll stay outside the door and wait for it to be open for him.
Yep, and you
Yeah,
would see
it's like a
Geras
very
just
open door policy.
Yeah, I think Geras will open the door and be like, Tobias, how you doing? How was your adventure?
How you doing, Garrus? You get a lot done here.
Oh yeah, I feel a lot better as you see him kind of like move his shoulders back and forth. There is a notable difference in movement. There was like initially
you need
a
a
bit.
rescue. You need to get out of here.
Yes, please. I can only do so many more old man stories before I
Mr.
go
Hemlock?
insane.
I'm very sorry. I'm gonna have to borrow Garrus. We need him for some important business.
Just one more thing. There was I'm glad the four of you are here. I know that you had some questions about what was it?
How old you are.
Well, no,
No.
that's
That was one of them.
I am that I'm. It's just we got to still respect your elders and not really ask about an age, but
Yes, respect your elders. The concept often lost.
no, I felt like it was something about oh right. Well, Geras and I we did discover some more information about this little fancy bullet here, and well, it seems to be a little conundrum. And we had this idea. Well, maybe I did, or maybe Geras did. I can't quite recall, but none of you, or maybe one of you, knows something about wild magic.
Not in particular. My magic is more about schooling than
Yes.
more of a internal source.
Scholarly. Well, no, I can respect that. Yes. Uh, mm, maybe a more specific question. You arrived here by lightning rail, and I was thinking about the path that you came on. There sometimes tends to be occasions of wild magic storm surges.
Mhm.
Those tends to be from when specific southwestern winds blow fallout from, well, the former nation of Sire. And then obviously now we call that the Mornland. It is possible that you may have been finding yourself in a little bit of a wild magic storm, and then all of a sudden, some strange occurrence may have happened. Some of which might just be unique to each and one of you. I have had
Adelaide.
some thoughts about that.
Adelaide's ear pokes up at that. She's like, how unique to each person is the wild magic occurrence?
Well, it depends on the psyche, I guess. I have some books on it. They're old ones, of course. I mean, let's face it. Look around here; everything's old, including yours truly, as Miss Sheila likes to point out a lot.
So, what you're saying is it depends on the person and what they've been through?
Yes, because from what I
'Cause
understand,
I was there at the last war. So,
you don't say.
a bullet from that time showing up, maybe it's my fault.
Hell, don't start talking like that. You might sound like a lot of the other poor folk who came back from it and never sounded the same again.
Not everything is causation. Sometimes it really just is correlation.
Trust me, if it weren't for my wife, I would not be like the man you see before you.
See, that is causation.
Or just lucky.
Lucky indeed.
But Tobias, I don't think it's you that caused this. While you have some form of magical prowess, you're kind of, and Garrus starts doing his hands like in a very showy kind of like fashion. You are telling. Yours just kind of, it's a little bit of a demonstration. This doesn't feel like that. We would have saw you do something to cause, and he pulls out the bullet. This.
No, what I'm saying is, if it has to do with the person and their experiences as to what happens locally around you with the wild magic storm, it could very well be that something was pulled from a time that I have experience with. I'm just guessing, but I know a little bit about the arcane.
Or it may have been something that our friend Garrus here may have experienced.
That is true. You do have, well, you should have some memories from the last war, at least.
Is that true, Garrus? Did you serve at all?
Actually, this is me as the player now. Did he? Because I think we've always played it as Garrus says that he was.
I would say you can if you roll history, I will see and tell me the number in private. I will then ask you to roll deception based on what the reaction will be. There's a little bit of a two-wave thing here. So send that roll to me in Discord to know what the number is.
Give me one moment.
No problem.
While that's happening, Adelaide is kind of like receding a little farther away because she's trying to remember what she experienced during the wild magic surge, and with the nightmare she had, and how she's kind of just has a certain thing on her mind consistently since they got the people out of the mine. She's like, "Excuse me, would a magic surge, when it affects someone, would that be long lasting? Like days later, I'd still experience similar effects, or would it just be instantaneous and then gone?"
I guess it does matter on the level of trauma. If it highly affected someone and then all of a sudden it just kind of makes a thing feel strongly about it, and yeah, it's like I should suppose it would do such. And Gyrus, you don't recall really anything truthfully.
I think Gears would just openly say, "No, I wasn't part of that."
And Hemlock looks at you like,
Everyone assumes I was a part of the war because, I mean, look at me. And he kind of does this open arm, kind of quick twirl. I'm a Warforged. Y'all saw it at the train station. People congratulating me and, you know, honoring me, saying, "Oh, well, thank you for your service." And it's like, I didn't fight.
well, you know, this Warforged were literally created from the creation forges to be built for battle. It's quite a thing.
I was never.
It is
placed-
very odd to run into a warforged that did not fight in the war. It was literally what y'all were built for.
I guess someone had other plans. I never saw the front lines or middle lines or back lines, not even a triage or anything of the sort.
Well, then consider yourself one of the lucky ones, I guess. Miss Adelaide, in regards to you, there was I won't pry out of respect, but I would say that whatever it is that you feel strongly about in your question, hypothetically, some things may not always be unrooted by arcane means. They may just unfortunately be assisted.
All right, so then I could just drink my way out of it. Perfect. Thank you for your help.
I don't think that's.
I think she got the wrong lesson from that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and screws her flask. Takes another
She's
swig.
already all right.
Feeling better already.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well, how have you all been settling into town?
fine for the most part. I mean, coming here and being instantly suspected of wrongdoing wasn't great, but we figured it out. A little bit aimless as to what we're gonna do in the short term, but wondering if there's anybody around here that needs any help. Maybe for a little
Lots
coin.
of people always need help. I mean, that's what I do on a daily basis. Sheila, roll investigation because I know you're a curious person anyway, and more than likely she's poking her nose around.
That don't mean she's good at it, but she most likely is. 7.
Your curious self is just really looking around and just kind of like, what's this book? What's that thing over there? I see this.
Yeah, she's
And-
already found some test tubes that she should not probably be handling.
Dear, be careful with those. That's from some old jobs that I used to work in my younger days.
Okay.
Thank you. Please be careful. Sheila, can I ask you, if you don't mind, where are you from abouts?
Oh, I'm from way back east. I've already been to the Mournlands. I know about wild magic. Y'all were talking so much I couldn't get a word in, but you know, I was also distracted. I'll be real on that.
Wait, I'm sorry. You've been to the Mournlands?
Yeah. Getting there is the easy part. Getting back out. Now that's a story.
A look of just utter befuddlement goes over his face. Give me a persuasion check with advantage, because this is it is a true statement from you as much as it can be.
So it's either a 12 or a 12.
And he's gonna roll insight on that.
Like it's hard.
Oh wow, he rolled a 12. And he just stares at you like, well, how far into there did you get?
Not too far. And then little kerfluffle happened. Everybody died. Was not my fault. And then I left.
I need everyone to roll insight right now.
Yeah.
And not on Sheila.
18.
Ooh, that's a natural 20 plus 5. Let's
Hell
go.
Damn.
I'm glad somebody's rolling good. I'm here to roll low today.
18.
You all pick up on this, but Gyrus,
Oh,
you
can I roll
actually
insight?
hear it the first. Something in Hemlock's whole demeanor just kind of changes. And he looks at Sheila and just kind of, Sheila, I need you to be very straightforward with me now and tell me the truth.
Yeah.
What was a nice young lady like you doing out there?
Well, sometimes a bunch of plucky people decide to make a really bad decision, and then they don't listen to me and my gut instincts. And so
Imagine that.
that's where I'm going. I went along with a group, and one thing led to another, and then they all died. And she says, this is like the normalest conversation that she has ever had.
Sheila, your story resonates far more than you may understand, but I realized I need to attend to something at the moment. If you beg my pardon, I do need to get to an appointment of I believe I need to be fixing something.
Yeah, like I said, we all need to be going anyway.
If you need
it's
to
good to
just
see
on
you.
the train, you could just tell
It's
us
a very
you need
busy
to use
day,
on the
I'm
train.
sure, for everyone.
Hemlock,
Well,
you know
I'll
something,
leave
don't
to
you?
it. I do have to be going. I will leave you to it. We will catch up again, I'm sure. It's a small town, We'll find each other once
He's a
again.
tacit man. I'm sure he knows a lot of he's a wealth of information.
No,
we gotta go.
No. There's something off.
Adelaide staring daggers with a dagger in hand, just kind of
Come on, y'all.
fiddling with it. Like, am I gonna have to throw this at someone today?
Tell you what, when you're ready, you know where to find us. I'm sure Adelaide wouldn't mind a drink so that their misguided finger won't end up throwing something at someone who may be completely innocent. You still need to work on your aim.
My aim's wonderful. I've had a few. I their best after a couple of drinks. I just want to make sure that
Just,
no one's going to cause harm.
Okay, out the door, y'all. Come on now. he starts actually wings out, pushing people toward the door like a fucking plow.
just be careful out there and enjoy your day.
Yeah, huh?
Oh wait, before we go,
Oh,
Sheila
God.
says, and she takes out her battle axe. Do you know what this is? Or her great axe? Do you know what this is?
The door closes.
Oh well, I tried to ask.
Huh. Where'd you get that from?
Not
A
important.
creepy too.
Sheila.
Oh,
Sheila.
It is important. I wish we'd talk about it more, but what's going on, Garrett?
Judging,
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking whatever he heard about the Moorlands wasn't shining a pleasant light on Sheila. He ushered us out quite quickly after that. He wasn't that threatened by us when I was clearly trying to be threatening. I don't think we should mention that you have been there to just anyone. It didn't elicit a good reaction.
well, he was talking about stuff from the Moorlands and asked if any of us had experience. I do. So don't ask questions you don't want an answer to, is really what he needs
I
to focus
agree. I agree. I don't think you're at fault at all.
on. Yeah.
I'm just concerned about any prejudices that come with people who have been there.
I think it
Well,
was
people
more
Yeah.
what she said she was doing there, and that a lot of people died. The last time a lot of people died in the Mournlands was kind of a particular note of history. So I'm wondering if he's thinking she was involved in the whole thing.
It's Sheila. Even if
Yeah,
she probably has a good reason.
Sheila kind of does things and doesn't think about it a lot. I've noticed.
She's right, Sheila. You're right there. Please don't allow me to speak over you.
It's okay.
We've all done things that we didn't think about. We've all done things that we should have thought about. It doesn't mean we should be judged so harshly just because we went somewhere and people happen to have died.
You
And
are preaching
Adelaide,
to
I
the
don't know
choir,
if you noticed.
Adelaide. I am literally someone they consider a monster from the nation of monsters. Okay?
I'm right here. Can I get a word in edgewise, please? For one, I am also gestures to self, a little bit intimidating to those who don't have the right perspective. And two, I didn't live in the nation of monsters. I lived out there by the Mournlands. You want to know about how people treat people who don't look like them? Try living outside of where people look like you. So please hold all commentary. I know what it's like for people to be intimidated by me. That's a failing on their part, not on mine. I don't live to make other people comfortable. If I'm too much, go find less. That's Sheila.
Oh, I completely agree
Well,
with that.
shit.
With that said,
I don't necessarily disagree with any of that, but
Sheila,
I-
if no one else has said it, you've been a wonder to this group.
Thank you.
If anything, I feel like you're the one that's been kind of pushing us along so far. At any rate,
I am very strong.
Not you in your mouth.
I can push us.
I mean, I have a mouth. It does wonderful things. But hey, what's good is a mouth without a little bit of muscle every now and
you
then.
guys all hear.
I hope nobody clips that.
Tobias looks up and whistles up in the air, and you watch as a hawk floats down and perches itself on his wingtip.
Now that we also have, as Gears looks at the hawk, well, that's a nice fancy little trick.
Oh, this is Missy.
You
Huh.
Yeah,
We got a
this is
hawk.
She's my familiar. She's not really a hawk.
At
Yes,
any rate,
please.
looks like we all come from different parts. We all have marred histories or confusing histories.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem to stop us from what we got to do. What did y'all figure out inside of that tomb? I'm sorry I wasn't there. I had some
Oh, I was
other
trying to
issues
explain
take
that
care of.
before we got all on different topics. So
Please.
we went down into the mine looking for some survivors. We only found one, and a cult was trying to kill him. By the way, the cult no bueno. They're not great. One of them was a gargoyle, and she used a lot of magic.
They were all
Yeah.
gargoyles.
Well, some of
Just
them were other
Of
things.
different. No, they was all gargoyles. They're just different gargoyle type.
Oh,
He's
well,
also
one of them
very
had
lost in
tentacles.
Yeah.
I don't.
Tentacles.
Do you have tentacles?
No, I got
Tobias?
wings and horns, but there are gargoyles that are just different.
Okay,
Very
well,
different.
Does a tail count as a tentacle? I've always wondered. Does a tail count?
Well,
I don't think so.
It doesn't have
I don't
suction
think-
cups.
maybe.
A suction
It
cup
may be.
is an essential part of a tentacle.
That's an interesting question. I should study up on that.
I don't think tails count as tentacles.
Continuing on, Sheila.
Oh, so, she was like, "We're gonna do some evil things, and we need all these weapons." And we were like, "No!" And then she rocked our shit with her little friends, and then they all bounced as soon as we like hit her, and we rescued the lady.
Wow.
She's fine but sad because her friend died. He was not a survivor. And then we takes out her really great axe. We found this, and I figured we shouldn't let creepy artifacts just into anybody's hands if they already were stealing the knives
Yeah.
for their ritual.
Imagine that.
So now I have it where it's safe.
Safe.
Puts back
Right.
on her back.
And we don't know what it is.
Not yet. I was
It's a
working
really
on it.
great axe. Really great.
Well, no time like the present to fully decipher what this thing is. We got, what time is it, GM?
At this point, it's still like mid-morning, before afternoon.
Oh, yeah, we got plenty of
I
time.
need a little bit more gold to sponsor the event, if that's going to happen on my part, which I prefer it did.
How much do you need?
I just need 100 gold. I need to go buy a pearl.
¿Cuánto tengo? Shit. I didn't switch over how much gold I had in this one to this one. Damn it.
I think we all had 100 after that whole escapade getting paid. So I'm willing to put 25 toward it. If everyone else will chip in 25.
drop- All right, I'll just put 100 and then I'll drop 25.
I'll give 25 as well.
Yeah.
I still have 100.
Let's go find us a component. DM, where
Yes.
would said place be to go and find a pearl from the ocean in the middle of landlocked fucking Quickstone?
While he's going to go look for the pearl, I later want to go somewhere to do some target practice because though she made the joke she was
Right.
fine, she does kind of want it. She's like, I should brush up, keep myself ready.
Fine, one moment. Yeah. So, Adelaide, while you do that, you basically find a easy the leftovers of a barn that is no longer being used, that is essentially going to be torn down regardless, in the makings of another barn pretty much right next door. They don't even like hesitate to stop you because you're you, and then they know that you're not probably going to be causing anyone trouble. So, give me, for the fun of it, an athletics check, just to see how well these go.
Can I do athletics? Or can I do acrobatics? Or does it have to be athletics?
Well, you're throwing something. You're not doing any flips or anything.
That's a 9.
That's still
Oh,
becoming a bit of an issue, and I think it's probably because you talked about some trauma. So maybe that's still on your mind.
You know what?
Tobias
We'll flavor
realizing-
it that way. Her mind is clouded. As every throw, she's just getting
Yeah.
angrier because she's just not getting it.
Tobias doesn't really want
You find
people.
a couple of
seeing his
options,
oxen.
Tobias, by the way. You recognize the sound of the blacksmith that you went by from your familiar, and you see that it is literally called the Anvil, and it is run by a House Cannith agent named Jury de Cannith. She is there, a mage rite. She deals in all manner of materials for artifice and enchanting. It is possible she may have some components in stock for her own work or for special order.
Hello, miss.
Oh, well, hello there. How may I help you? Welcome to the Anvil.
It's the Anvil.
Indeed it is, the one and only.
It's great name. I'm in need of
being
a
simple for some simple folk.
I'm in need of a pearl, worth at least 100 for an identify spell.
Ah, straight to the point. You wizards never seem to hesitate when it comes to your magical needs. You hear in the background the rhythmic clang of a hammer on steel, and you can feel the intense heat of the forge greet you pretty much. Even as you were on your way there, you could feel it intensifying just from being in the vicinity of it. And at that point, sorry, one moment. My notes all of a sudden left me. There we go. Yeah, so you stand in front of Jury de Cannith, as they have seen as the proprietor of it. But coming in is Belle Thiel, a tall shifter woman with powerful soot-stained arms and flecks of gray in her dark hair. She hammers with a practiced, efficient rhythm, but then she pauses to quench the metal, the steam hissing violently, and she notices you, Tobias, and then she said, "So how about that view?" As a friendly, toothy smile crosses her face. And Jury
Yeah.
just goes, "Hush, Jury. Or hush, Belle."
Sorry, just a minute. Your name's Bell?
Indeed it is.
How did you know it was me looking through the hawk?
Oh, I spotted you from a mile away. Come on now. I see wizards and magic types all the time. I can tell when a familiar's flying around. Plus, that bird ain't native from around here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, next time
Good
look up
eye.
on your aviary, look up your bird facts.
Well, all right then. Sharp eye you got.
So, what you bothering my missus for?
Just a pearl.
Oh, okay. Well, good to see, by the way, a customer who appreciates its solid stone. I'll leave you to it. Jury just kind of brushes her off, and she says, "Well, a pearl. All right. Now, usually that's a bit out of my line. I do typically work with the forges here, handling the hammers and steels and enchanting those for my wife here. but I do handle a bit more delicate work. I do my best to work with infusions, and I do like the shiny bits for spellcast, and I cannot lie. It's why I have this particular mark for that sort of thing. And she shows you the dragon mark tattoo that is up the length of her entire right arm, that as she does it glows with an activation of a purplish hue, as you see the magic that is infused in it. Now, the thing is that I'm still waiting on a few things, but I think I've got. You know what? Here, if you could do me a favor, I have my friend over at Tuva Mercantile. Those goblins, they get all sorts of strange things in their shipments. But the thing is, they owe me a favor. If you can bring this to them, and she just hands you a really tightly wound bag, a leather bound bag. Just deliver it to them. Tell them Jury sent you. They will know. And ask for, in exchange, 1 pearl. They'll get it, because that's usually what we trade for. It's kind
You
of
got
like a
some,
currency exchange. It's more of like a component, you get, I give, and sort. But being as that y'all are new in town, especially I heard what y'all did for the magistrate and those unfortunate things that happened in that quarry. I feel like this would be my way of, contributing to the fine work y'all did.
Well, sure, I can do that.
Well, there you are.
It'll take me about a minute.
Of course, if you're ever looking for any help with your armor, or if you're any kind of
Sorry.
well, I'm just saying, if you ever need any kind of like weaponry,
I know people, but I'm good. I'll send them your way.
It's worth a shot. And don't let the Maker's Mark here. I know Kenneth gets a sour taste in people's mouth nowadays, but I assure you, I do not align myself with such greedy people. I am a Quickstone, born and bred. I do not believe in those particular metropolitan styles of.
House Candy thing nearly half as bad as House Farask, so.
It may be up to debate, but they certainly do each have their own particulars.
Yes, they do. All right, I'm going to take off, literally, and go take care of this for you.
Thank you kindly. And you have a great day.
You too. And he will literally fly down to the Goblin's Cave.
And you all watch as Tobias literally flies away. Do you make chase?
Well, Sheila was going to see about getting a pack mule. Because she said...
Getting a what?
A pack mule.
Oh.
She's making a sound investment.
Let me look up.
At least she thinks so.
Probably around 500 gold.
Actually, I've looked it up. They're not usually too expensive.
Oh, I'm thinking a horse. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's 8 gold for a mule, typically.
Ooh,
but for regionality.
That's cheap.
So she's
Let's see as I look it up here.
I say that's cheap, but 2 gold a month is very well off living.
Well, oddly enough, that is also at the Tuva Mercantile.
Where did he go? Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, you ask around basically, and they all point you in the direction that Tobias is flying in terms of finding some particular beasts of burden that they have for sale.
Oh, nice. Well, I guess I'll head over that way.
Is anyone else looking for things to buy? Is Adelaide still just throwing things?
I'm having an emotional moment with myself and the daggers.
See, Adelaide, before I go over to the mercantile, do you need Spike to go with you? To stay with you? An emotional support cactus?
If I can I take Spike? I will be taking Spike.
Yes,
You're like,
it's okay. So long as Spike's okay with it.
Adelaide takes Spike, and she's trying so hard not to show that she's really excited about that. But like, I'm going to show you how to throw a dagger.
By the way,
Whoa.
IRL Spike, it's now in a mug, and it's hard to read because of the lighting, but it says "Yeehaw" on it.
Oh, that's adorable.
I love it.
Cute. So Spike's got a front row
Garrett.
seat to Adelaide's panic, like just
every
trauma
time,
coming through.
every time Adelaide throws, you just hear Spike go, "Woo!"
He's giving him the help action. Now, Spike, your job is to help Adelaide with whatever Adelaide needs help with.
He's giving the help. You know what? Adelaide, give me another athletics with advantage for your emotional support cactus usage.
So straight roll from the drunkenness.
One of those
An
was a
11.
1. I just want you to know. One of those
Wow.
was a 1.
Hey,
Oh no, it's meant to be.
I will say this. You're feeling better.
He's giving the help action and the help action on the inside. And that's the
On
one
the
that
inside.
matters.
Yeah.
She's probably talking about like her issues. Doesn't expect for him to understand, but she's like, it was her fault, you know? And then she just throws the deck.
Garrus, were you looking to do getting any particular thing in mind?
There is nothing I could think of that Gearus would need right now. So I think he would just follow Tobias as he just took off. It is like, well, might as well go see what he gets into.
All right. So Sheila, Tobias, and Gearus all go to the Tuva Mercantile. And we will find out what they find in that store when we come back from our break. We'll see you all in just about 5 minutes, friends. See you then. welcome back. Just a reminder, it takes no effort at all to give this channel a follow. It does everything to help us out and push us out in the algorithm for more TTRPG fans to get more genre choices of all sorts of games. We also have ongoing on this channel the Star Wars RPG show, which our one and only Tarzan is running, and it is a fantastic ongoing series. So please check that out. I'd also like to give a shout out to a great podcast that I've been associated with in the past. I've just been listening to a lot to lately. Friends at RP Jesters. Just give them a great listen there. You know, they got a lot of good stuff coming out, and also, we'll get to plug a lot of our favorite podcasts at the end of the show as well. So if you want to know some podcasts of tabletop games that you should be listening to, stay tuned until the end. All right. So, Sheila, Tobias, and Giris, you arrive at Tuva Mercantile, a large single-story building that is clearly the busiest commercial hub in Quickstone. The air inside is a complex mix of aromas: leather, dried herbs, lamp oil, and the faint metallic tang of arcane regents. The store is crowded with goods, with barrels of provisions, coils of rope, mining equipment, and shelves upon shelves upon shelves of assorted wares, creating narrow aisles. Behind a sturdy wooden counter stands Joel Tuva, the goblin matriarch who runs the establishment. She's perched on like a high stool, her sharp eyes missing nothing as she directs the members of her group who scurry about stocking shelves and serving customers. She spots you, all the three of you, and gives you a shrewd but appraising look.
Well, now, the heroes of the rail, I hear. And a gargoyle, a gnoll, and a warforged. Well, my mercantile welcomes all coin. What supplies does Quickstone's finest investigating agency require today?
Is this a goblin?
Yes.
Okay, she's a goblin. Tobias is just going to say in goblin, I require a pearl for a spell component.
She messes with you and just goes back in common.
Yeah, you're fine. Your money's good. All right, what can I help you with?
He drops 100 gold on the thing, as well as the item he was supposed to deliver.
A region of quality.
She says, hopping off of the stool. She rummages under the counter for a moment before producing a small velvet-lined box as she takes the other item and she says,
Jory, you know how to do business still.
and she takes it away to one of her clerks who just goes,
Yeah.
just walks away.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
Are you one of the DMs that likes to use the pearl in the use of identify, or just to have the pearl to use for identify is good enough?
We'll find out.
Okay. All right. So I will take the one. I will say I didn't give the 100 gold, but I gave the item that I was supposed to deliver.
So she inside rests the single lustrous pearl. It's about the size of a thumbnail, and it seems to glow with a soft internal light. Now she picks it up and she shows you, though.
A Lazar pearl. Flawless. Shipped all the way from the Regal port.
She says with a proud sniff of it.
Yes, it will serve your purpose perfectly. Now, I know the standard arcane price for such quality is 100 gold pieces, but seeing as you did business with Jory and I do business with her, so we've done business together.
And just slides it over to you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
However, next time it's got to be your money.
Of course.
Good to know. And anyone else? And no more
me?
favors. No more favors. It's got to be cash this time.
He's gonna go out and start casting, as long as she gives the axe.
Oh, hello,
we'll do that.
Tabletop Misfits.
Hi.
Thanks for the raid.
How about we do that together? Well, just give me a second. We'll do it together. I'd like to get a mule, your finest mule. Stubborner, the better. I want it to have attitude. 2, I'd like some packs and a pack saddle for it, as well as a bit
Right.
and a bridle. Like Sheila has, this is the most organized anyone has ever seen Sheila in her life.
Adelaide, I'd say at this point, you walking and talking with Spike at this point, just, using it as a therapy cactus at this point, are now watching, having come into the mercantile, are watching a very, organized Sheila speak into this goblin.
She
And I
just walks
want it
in
to
and
bite people.
okay, to table the thing about my mother and my traumas. Does she usually talk like that? Is that something she was always capable of? I'm going to go on the inflection of tone more than what the exact words might have been, and I think it's a sometimes.
Oh.
Okay. She walks over towards Sheila, and she just kind of stands back a little. She wants to hear more of this.
Yeah.
So,
Want it to
Joel
bite.
is just nodding as you're saying all of this.
Yeah.
Right. Well, a smart investment. You can't haul Quickstone out of the mountains on your back. That's for sure.
I
Well,
mean,
here's
I
the thing.
could, but I like to have my hands free for swinging.
Oh. Now, I don't keep livestock in my shop. It's bad for inventory. But I have a friend, a prospector named Jed, who runs a few beasts, sturdy, stubborn, and cheap to feed.
I like
8 gold pieces. I can have one of his mules brought around to you, fully equipped,
Mhm.
standard pack saddle.
Thank you. And she'll count out the gold for that. 1, 6.
Adelaide peeks over this
12.
time. He said 8 gold, correct?
Yeah.
She
This
quickly
is how I
like does.
count.
She
1,
goes 1,
6,
2,
12. Oh, 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8, and she
Oh, okay.
pushes
I
that
was
over.
getting to 8.
Thank you, sweetheart. I feel like
know
we
you
would
were
have been
getting
here
that.
a
I'm
long
just in a
time.
hurry. Spike's been missing you, and he really wants your attention. 8 gold
Okay.
coins. As she looks
Guess
at the
what?
goblin, 8 gold coins.
And what about you there, handsome?
As she points to Geras.
How can I help you?
Oh, I'm just here along for the journey and the ride as he looks at Sheila and Adelaide count out the gold. And as you see, entertainment follows us anywhere.
I can tell. Nothing that you're in need of?
I'm trying to think as a player, like, is there anything Geras would need?
Googly eyes.
Oh, on the way out, he will hand back 25 gold to y'all each, because he didn't need it for the pearl.
Oh,
All right.
That was a very quick turnaround on my investment. What?
I just didn't need it. Did a favor instead of in lieu of payment.
Oh, the trades. Love it.
Yeah. That's why I flew down.
We're a little buzzy. There was drinking involved with the throwing, so we're a little. Woo-hoo.
I couldn't even tell the difference. You are solid.
And that is on purpose, my love.
Hmm.
All right, so the four of you reunited. Now bring yourselves together to Tobias. As you perform the ritual for the identify spell, touching the pearl to the purple-hued Bayeshk great axe, you feel the wealth of knowledge of the weapon's history and magical properties flood your mind. The air grows still for a moment. You feel the immense weight of the ages and the solemn duty the axe represent. And it reveals that this is, and it will be copied to you as well. But for everyone listening, this is a rare martial weapon. It is a magical weapon. It provides a +1 bonus attack and damage rolls made with it. The Bayeshk steel is what it is forged from. It is a rare purple-hued metal known to be effective to aberrations. Because of this, the axe deals an extra 1d6 damage to creatures with the aberration type. As far as the history that is gained from this, you reveal that it is one of 5 Stonebane blades, ancient artifacts created by the Gatekeeper Druids to bind the Dalkir or Lask. This particular blade was intended for the Minotaur clans of Turakbar's Fist, but never reached them, instead being placed directly into the hands of a statue at the site of the seal.
Hmm.
Is there a lot going on, or what's
It's
his diagnosis?
it's interesting. It is not cursed, and therefore, there you go.
Told you.
It will be sought after, as it is a needed component in what they are doing. So, I actually feel a bit safer with it being in your hands.
See, I
2 minutes
sometimes know
ago,
what I'm talking about.
before the identify spell was done, that was not the case. But all is fine now. I just wish you had waited a little bit.
Oh, what's done is done, Tobias. It's here, she has it, and we know that it's not cursed, it's just...
Adelaide, I'm sorry. It's just things like this, they really bother me. You have to understand, I spent a long time connected to a cursed weapon, unable to think for myself. So, I don't want that to happen to anybody else.
Tobias, I promise you, if I get cursed and cannot think for myself, you will very quickly know the difference. I don't do a lot of thinking. That'll be your first indication.
You know, that is very fair.
And 2, sometimes it's okay to let somebody make their own decisions. That's okay.
I mean,
It's hard to let go.
But
I
it's
have
not
a
okay
feeling.
to hurt somebody's feelings by not listening to a warning they gave you.
But you also need to let me make my own decisions, okay? And I will make that very clear. Let me
Yeah,
make
but-
my own life choices.
That's clear, and I didn't say word one when you started using the thing. However, decisions have consequences, and my hurt feelings were one of those consequences. Just saying.
Let me just say, people who thought they knew better than me died because they did not listen to my gut instinct. And that's a hard lesson for other people to learn without dying.
Having a gut instinct is great. Having prior knowledge and experience of a horrible, horrible fate one escaped by the narrow teeth of my hide and the love and grace of my wife. I just don't want that to happen to you. So I'm glad it's not cursed. And
I'm going to say something one more time.
okay.
You don't have to worry. It already has. Boop! And she boops his nose and walks away.
Just he's
Backstory.
he's unmoving. You actually are not sure if he's asleep or not because he's not moving. Every part of that just destroyed him. He hated that, everything about that.
I feel like Gears. You first.
Because I was gonna like kind of slap him on the back. Oh, relax! I don't think any one of us have the capability to actually beat Sheila in an argument or a debate. She has that on us.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop trying. Anyhow,
Can I remind you of something, though?
sure.
I understand it comes from a good place, and you have experience that we do take to heart. But sometimes we have to make our own mistakes, and it's the only way we'll learn. Because sometimes there will be mistakes, and our friends are good friends. And I hate that I'm the one that has to say this because usually I'm the bad influence. And our friends are supposed to support us. And last I checked, a warning is a suggestion, not a demand.
It was a suggestion. But I was disappointed. That's all I'm saying.
Valid. I'm gonna catch up with Sheila.
Yeah. Same. Come on, Gears. Let's go find some work.
Gears is just kind of whistling a tune as this conversation's going on. I think as soon as we get like far enough ahead, like out of the shop, he just kind of looks at Tobias and says, "You're gonna worry yourself to death."
Well, I've lived over 100 years. I ain't worried myself to death yet.
That you haven't. But also, let's see what happens next. It's not a bad crew, don't you think?
I don't think that at all. I don't. I really don't. I'm actually fairly comfortable around y'all. Strangely. Usually I don't like people, so
You've gotten more chatty. Started opening up a little bit. It's interesting. Let's see where this ragtag team takes us.
As you walk down one of Quickstone's dusty main streets, Adelaide, of course, swinging the axe more than likely around her head as other people.
Sheila's rooting on.
I mean, Sheila doing it. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Sheila's actually having a motivational speech to herself as everybody else was having their talk about feelings and handling conflict. She's like, I will use you to defeat our enemy, the color purple. Sometimes you must harness the powers that you are trying to defeat. You are purple, but I will use you to defeat the color purple. It's like this deep motivational speech to her weapon.
Sheila and Adelaide, give me a perception check while this happens as you hear a small rustling of footsteps as Sheila is hyping herself up for whatever reason.
Hey, Allie's behind her. She's in a good buzzy place, so she's just kind of like, yeah, down with the color purple.
Yeah.
How much more reds and greens anyhow? I got a 15.
17 as one of Sheila's ears just pivots in its direction. of the sound.
Yeah. So you two clearly are able to pick out a figure that darts out from behind a stack of crates, nearly tripping in their haste, and it is Isti DeVere, the young half-elf reporter for the Sharn Inquisitive, who was on the lightning rail with you. They have brandished a notepad and a self-inking quill. Their eyes are wide with manic energy. There you are. Oh, the heroes of the bovine fury. I have been looking all over for you. I need an
Settle.
exclusive.
Settle. It's a couple of notches. A lot of energy.
My sources tell me that a monstrous four-legged terror manifested within the Crown Tavern. Some say a polymorph demon, others a dire beast from the deepest wilds of beyond.
She looks at Sheila. Is he talking about the cow?
Yeah, the cow.
Sheila, though, you're the Knoll champion. Eyewitnesses say you wrestled the beast into submission with raw primal strength of your people. Was it a test of will? Was it a battle for dominance?
Lean into it.
It was
Give him a
all
story.
good cowgirl intuition that taught me how to, my own primal instincts told me how to best the cow. Just that inside wanderlust bonded me and the cow as one, and I just stared into its eyes. And then she has like this post-traumatic flashback of it going horribly wrong and her not being able to tame the cow, and her wistful looks out the window. And it went just fine.
He turns to you, Tobias. You, the stoic stone man. Is it true you called upon the very elements attempting to pacify the creature with a blast of arcane fire, like a desperate noble gambit?
No. It was a damn cow.
He's making light of it. It was a large, scary cow. I couldn't even pierce its hide with my dagger. I threw and threw, nothing. Chinks off. She looks at Tobias like, play along.
Yeah, okay, I need a drink. And he walks away.
Mr. Gearus, calculating, observing, waiting for the precise moment to strike. I'm sure you observed it all and tried to find the creature's weak point, right? Can you at least provide a quote, like something like, "We faced the horned horror and lived"? Is that too simple? I don't know. What would you think? You have such a way with words. He has no idea that you weren't even there.
And Gearus is going to play on that. He's going to look at this person and say, "Oh, of course, of course. Even with the bovine running amok in the town, we were thoroughly able to cattle call it away, as one would say."
Subtle, and yet so prolific. And he just starts scribbling. And then finally he turns to you, Adelaide, with such journalistic fervor. He leans in like, just, you are clearly the decisive tactician. Is it true that while the beast was enthralled by your alleys, you saw an opening right in the monster's hide and delivered a single precise strike with a silvered dagger to test its unholy resistance? A masterstroke of battlefield assessment? Please tell me, what did your keen eyes discern from this daring gambit?
We catch a creature from the back. The sneak attack usually does the rest.
It is the bravest thing I have ever heard. I am absolutely going to print this entire story. This is front page material for the Sharn Inquisitive. Oh God. And all of a sudden he just shakes off like this like crap from a bird that just got him. I mean, oh No, it's on the notebook. No, come on. And he just, I'm gonna find you guys again, and we can requote these things. It'll be great. All right. Enjoy the day. I'm just gonna. I think I can read through these. I have a great memory. I'll go. And he's running away as he's saying all of this back to the newspaper office.
Well, I'm excited to read that article.
Can the three of you give me an insight check at Tobias?
Yeah.
It's a 6. I see nothing. I'm drunk.
16.
Deception from Tobias or
7.
sleight of hand?
Well, depends. Did you want to hide it or not?
Fuck no.
16 from Sheila.
Yeah, I'd say Sheila, you clocked it. Tobias sent his familiar to drop a bomb on the notebook.
Well, now we know what the axe is. And now we're going to be in the newspaper before our, I want to say, brave handling of the cow. What would you like to do now? Because I am going to suggest the same thing I suggest almost every time I'm asked what we want to do.
Well, don't we have a knife to find, or the dagger thing to find, and a bunch of goblins that we need to go visit with their bats? Or no, they were kobolds. Don't we got all that stuff to do?
That we do.
Yeah, we got like a whole mission thingy.
So, knife leads. What do we got?
Well, we have that in that cave, not this cave that we were just in, but a different one.
Is he gone?
Yes.
Tobias
go on.
comes back into the crowd. Good. Mission. Dagger. When I was looking into the axe, it says something about druids. Anybody know any druids around town?
No.
Give
Not
me
here.
all a history check for a memory of what the magistrate told you.
Thank you.
17.
Ooh, that's a 18 plus 2 for a dirty 20.
Nice.
I got a 0.
Oh, Sheila.
I am the
Sheila
sin
rolled a
eater
zero.
of dice rolls tonight. I'm rolling low so you all can fly high. Okay? It's
Thank
my
you.
job. It'll be
Thank
someone
you.
else's job next time, please.
Oh, Sheila. Okay.
14.
Did anyone roll higher than 17? Just checking.
Just me.
Adelaide and Tobias.
All right. Adelaide, you'll remember that you are pursuing the orc druid Hirad Torn, and that would be first locating her. Gareth Stone knew that she was on the train, but didn't know where she went after the crash, basically after everyone had recovered. Nobody knew where she went afterwards once everyone was interviewed by the sheriff. So the first thing that you were tasked with basically of that lead was find her and go from there, because they more than likely know more about another weapon in this Stonebane gathering of weapons. You can all make either an investigation check with using either your intelligence or charisma modifiers. And I will tell you. Whoa. I'm already
Natural
seeing some
15
numbers.
for a 23.
2.
21.
Sheila.
Oh, no, sorry, 22. 22. That
Or
was the-
Sheila.
As I said, I'm not anticipating any rolls over a 5.
7.
You start with your best leads, where you always think the best way to find people, the crowd. And from there, just asking around, sharing a few rounds, and eventually getting to speak to Brogan and his wife Vesper, you do eventually learn a few things. First, you start to learn that an orc woman in a scaled cloak, was last seen traveling northwest out of Quickstone towards the salt flats, which are known as Lake Rat. After you gathered some more information from some conversation, you learned that possibly the same woman was gathering supplies. It seemed like those supplies would more than likely be for a magical ritual. But what was strange was that the person gathering them, she seemed to be in a hurry. And then finally, one person said that they spotted this same description of the orc woman in a scaled cloak, said that she left sooner than planned because, from what it was overheard in the conversations, she feared she was being watched. Now, from what you gathered, Lake Rat is approximately a day's walk northwest of Quickstone. But by this time after your investigation, Sheila, your pack mule will have been brought to you by now. So you will have all of that ready.
Obviously,
What
I wasn't
you would-
investigating. I was too busy.
What
thinking
you would
of the
have to do, though, would be a day's worth journey towards quite possibly one of the driest parts in this western area on the near the Grey Wall Mountains border. And when that happens, we will begin that journey on our next episode in 2 weeks. Until then, let's go around the horn and once again reintroduce our players and where we can find them online, starting with the reverse order that we did last time.
Well, hi everyone. I'm Lady Lily, and I play Adelaide Wendy. You can find me pretty much anywhere: TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, under Lady Lily of Lowland, where I also have my own little homebrew that I like to play at. So, thank you.
Garrett.
Yes, that's me. Hey everyone, how y'all doing? My name is Blackwell. You're every man in the TTRPG D&D verse here on the interwebs. I'm just here to show you that hey, you can do this too. You can hop on here, play a fabulous story with some fabulous people, and then wake up to your 9 to 5. Or if you're like me, you got a 6:30, 8:30 call with your residential kaiju. You can find me here on every other Sunday with the Frontier of Eberron crew, or you can find me on Saturday right now with the Logomancy channel as we go to Emergent with my character Argos Eos, who last we checked, he was someplace in between past, present, future, maybe. Reality is a funky little thing going on. And as your everyman, I kind of am bouncing around from channel to channel. So stay tuned to see where I end up next. I think the next person would be Tobias. So here you go. Introduce yourself.
Real quick, Garrus, I do believe you said that you will unfortunately not be with us next time.
Hold on. Let me make sure.
Is that what our schedule said?
That was September.
Oh, never
September.
mind then.
That's a month.
That's a ways away. Don't worry about that then. I got my
Yeet.
dates confused. All right. Sorry, I just saw something really funny in our private chat in the game. All right. Tobias.
Cymite. You can find me at cymite.twitch.tv. I play RP games all the time. I recently have just got into playing on a Red Dead Redemption server. Also playing Grounded 2 like crazy with my brother. Lots of fun times to be had there. Yeah, come along and chill out with us. I'm thinking about streaming my Daggerheart games on Wednesdays.
You should.
Maybe.
For sure.
Fun crew.
And Sheila.
Hi. The thing that we were all laughing at is what Sheila named the mule while she rolled a 0 for her.
Wait.
investigation.
Don't reveal it.
Oh, I wanted to tell it because it's so good.
It's got to be a tease for next time.
Okay, it's a tease for next time. Let me just say there's a reason Sheila rolled a 0 while naming the donkey. It's because we had a brilliant idea in a different direction.
I can't give that joke away for free. It's too good.
Yeah, you gotta tune in next time to find out what Sheila named the donkey, mule, whatever creature I bought. Hi, I'm Idly. I'm known on most social media platforms as Wild Hearts. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram, though I rarely post there. And you can find me on Threads. I do a lot of cosplay content and do a lot of D&D related content. Tomorrow on Monday at 5 p.m. PST, we have our Icewind Dale game on our friends Tabletop Misfits channel, where I will be hopefully playing Erwina. We've had a couple breaks because of Gen Con, a little thing called Gen Con that our DM went to. So we took a break from the week before that. But anyway, we got to figure out what's going on with those changelings and how Erwina, our new paladin, is going to smite them. That's the character I play. So yeah, there's lots of fun adventures going on over in the Idlyverse, into the Idlyverse.
Idlyverse. I like that. That's cool.
I love it.
Yes, and if you are a theme park fanatic and like live entertainment as well, please check out my other channel and other content on at the Backstage Kingdom. It talks all about theme parks and theme park live entertainment. I have the second part of my feature on the Epcot musical called Dystopia, which is a musical all about what if Epcot actually became a city and was overrun by the unfrozen head of Walt Disney. It's actually a beautiful musical, and it's available for free online, and everybody should watch it. And then after that, not too long after that, in fact, probably within the same week, I have an interview with Michael Fell, the director of Dungeons and Dragons: The 20-Sided Tavern, which you can check out then as well. Plus, there's going to be more, including interviews with actors who used to be in the Batman stunt show at Six Flags at different locations across the country, and even more surprises coming up. So keep in mind, just tune in to everything online at the Backstage Kingdom. Until then, we are going to see you in 2 weeks for our next episode of Frontiers of Eberron Quickstone, where our journey to Lake Rat will begin. And who knows who they may encounter along the way. Perhaps a native of the area may actually join the adventuring party. You'll have to tune in to find out. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Right on.